Hey guys, welcome to today's Vlogmas. This is Thrive Life Vlogmas Day 3. My name is Ijeoma, and my aim in this Vlogmas is to provide you with quick and actionable tips that can already help you move in the right direction concerning your life so you can live your highest life and be all that God has called you to be. On Thrive Life with Ijeoma, we talk about healing, we talk about transformation, we talk about productivity. And today, I want to talk about how to organize your life by creating routines. Now, we all know what routines are. Routines are those things that you do every day, but a lot of times we don't approach routines with the understanding of what routines should do for us. Routines are actually designed to nourish you and help you be in a state of peak performance so that you are able to now execute on the other big goals of your life. So your routine should be designed to keep you fresh. Permit me to use that word, to keep you peak, to keep you optimized, so that you are in an optimal state, you're in a great state to be able to deliver on your goals, whatever your goals are. So when you have that understanding, you know that you will need to design your routines intentionally. Your routines have to be very, very intentional. And today I'm going to just show you how to create routines. The first thing I'm going to say is, when you're creating routines, consider the 4 core aspects of you. Now you're a human being, but you're a spirit, you have a soul, you live in a body. When it comes to creating routines, I like to divide it further into 4: spirit, soul, mind, and body. That's your spiritual, physical, mental, and emotional. And it's important that you design routines around this 4 areas. So it means that at the minimum for your core life, you have a minimum of 4 routines. One routine each tending to this part. All right. So when you're creating routines, ask yourself, what is the thing? Now, if you're starting with creating routines, I will encourage that you just start small and you can grow from there. So you ask yourself, what is the one thing that can help me feel spiritually optimized every day? For me, that is prayer. Studying my Bible, spending some time with God. So determine for yourself what that is and write it down. The second thing, what will help me feel spiritually optimized every day? Physically optimized every day. Now, for me, that is exercise. But I also know that what I eat is very important. Why? Because a wise man once said that if you ate a food and you became very tired afterwards, you did not eat food, you ate junk. And a lot of times what we have in society today is actually junk. Food is supposed to energize you and make you strong. All right. So you could tell yourself, okay, the routine I want to physically optimize me is exercise, but also eating good, and just making sure that I'm eating healthy. But determine what that is for you and write it down. The third one is you ask yourself, what is going to optimize me mentally? Mental exercises include things like reading, visualizing, and the rest. So for you write it down. For example, I want to read 5 pages a day of book, or I want to listen to a podcast a day, or I want to listen to a chapter of an audiobook a day, or I want to listen to audiobook for 15 minutes. If you use the Audible book, it has a timer where you can set like 15 minutes, 30 minutes, I think 1 hour, 2 hours. I'm not sure about 2 hours. It's the Bible app that has 2 hours, but I think there's 1 hour. You can set it. Actually when I set for 30 minutes, but I can set for 15 minutes, and listen to it. But that way you're mentally optimizing yourself. So you ask yourself the 4th question, what can emotionally optimize me? And one of the things that can emotionally optimize you is journaling, right? Taking deep breaths, meditating on the scripture, just journaling and just unburdening your mind, releasing the thoughts that are in your mind. Those are the things that can emotionally optimize you. Write down these things and feel free to research, what can optimize me emotionally. Go on Google, research on ChatGPT, read around, even read books, on that. That's if you don't want to go further, but you can already start with the steps, and pick one of these and design a routine and say, okay, every morning I'm going to make sure that I pray, and then I'm going to make sure that I exercise, and then I'm going to make sure that I journal, and then during the day I'm going to make sure that I'm listening to at least 15 minutes of audible or read at least 5 pages. Start small but build up from there, but make sure that every part of your core being, your spirit, your soul, your mind, and your body is optimized. Now I'm going to add an extra one, especially if you have a significant other in your life, or you have or you're a parent. Find a way to also nourish the relationships in your life. So now, if you already have a working nourishment plan that you've probably created unintentionally or intentionally, that's fine. Maybe you have a habit of already calling your hobby at work or sending messages, that's great. But if it's not there and your relationship needs some oiling, some greasing, I can only write down, okay, from now onwards, I'm going to send my husband text every morning, like, hope you've gotten to work. Have a beautiful day. Just do something small and write it down. For your children, you could say, I'm going to ask them every day after they come from work. I'll just sit with them for 5 minutes and find out how school was. That is a routine. It's meant to nourish a relationship. So this is my charge to you today. Sit down, look at these core areas of your life, plus your relationship, your significant relationships, if you have them, and look for at least one thing that you can start with. Write them down as your routine, and then get out your planner. You can use a digital planner, you can use a Todoist app, you can use Google Tasks, you can use a physical small book, but write it down so that at the beginning of the day, you tell yourself, these are the things that I need to do. In fact, the best thing you should do is to plan the night before, and then when you wake up in the morning, you see those 6 things that you need to do if you're not up to your relationship, or just 4 things, or maybe you're even doing 2. For example, let's say you want to decide to do, you're going to pray, and then you also want to listen to the audio Bible. That's fine if you have the time for it, but if you've never done it before, just start small. Bottom line, create routines that will help you nourish your spirit, soul, mind, and body, and the significant relationships you have. Start from there and grow outward. There are other things you could create routines for, but if you're starting, just start from there. That would really, really help you optimize your life and be at your best, so that you can now gradually start to add the other things you want to add and also deliver on your goals. I trust this help. See you in the next Vlogmas. Bye.